Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Airborne Horse, live to you on the 3rd of June 2020 year of the coronavirus. We come to you from the tarmac at San Diego in the Carenado Citation II. We're going to be going for an FsEconomy flight today across to Palm Springs and then up to some other airport which I haven't even looked up yet, carrying a boot ton of cargo if it'll fit. But first we'll get to Palm Springs. Alrighty-o, so we'll open up the door, get rid of the static elements, and we'll get ready to load our passengers onto the plane. So we're taking 8 FsEconomy passengers today with us to Palm Springs. Capacity of 9, so that's a pretty good showing for this airplane. How are we doing this thing again? It's been a while since I've flown this plane. I've got to remember where all the switches are, but we will get there. Turn up some lights, see what we're doing. Floodlight probably not too required, but anyway, we'll get these engines running. There we go. Get some lights, beacon and belts. Where are the navs? Navs, and start the engine. Here we go. Now let's see if my other handy trick's going to work for me today. Where is... There it is. I think we might be in luck. So look in the bottom right hand corner, have my little joystick so you can see what I'm doing as I do it. How good's that? And we have an engine running. Take a generator, some avionics, and we'll start the second engine. Lights happening to get cranking on this. So of course I'm using the ultra realistic direct routing today. Once we get going, we will sort out where we're going en route. Weather here in San Diego for us. Cloudy, apparently. There's 1 or 2 clouds around. What's the weather report say? Broken at 200, level 200. Few at 1,000. That'll do for us. QNH we do need, though. What's our QNH here? 2998. So we'll set that one up here. There we go. Those engines running. Those engines are good as running. Give me some pitot static. Give me some anti-skid. And we're in business. Get some takeoff flap. Get some takeoff trim. Don't forget to start our FsEconomy flight. Close. That's always handy. Now, new webcam. You can see me now. Here we are. Welcome to the stream. While we start our FsEconomy flight for us here. Always a little wait time for it to load. And we're off. We're going to go to 19,000 feet, I think, to start this one off. Check the wind direction outside. It is 320 at 6. Almost warrants a runway 09 departure today. Let's see if we can do that. Where are we on the airport? Yeah, I think we have to do 09. Yep, we're going to go. I'm pretty sure they don't do this much in the land of Diego's, but we're going to give it a go. Oops, did we leave the door open? Aren't we a bunch of rookies? Close the damn door. Oh look, and it's quieter. Magic. Don't forget to check out the bottom right hand corner. You can see all the inputs I make to the joystick as I make them, in case you're ever wondering. Yeah, it's just a cool little piece of telemetry for you to look at while we play. Now this thing is fairly hungry for runway. We should be able to make it though. Oh, this runway's got the awful bumps in it too. Alright, we might crash on takeoff. Due to flaws in the game. Alright, get landing lights happening. Yeah, good to go. Get ourselves a heading bug sorted out. The other direction. Yeah, we've got time. We'll go the next taxiway. Why is it doing that? Stay on the centerline, boy. Oops, here's a bump. Hold on. That's going to hurt going the other way. In case you're wondering, That was a good landing. Alright, we're on. Yeah, that's going to be our launch ramp over there. Alright, let's get cracking. Hopefully we loaded our FS passengers, I can't even remember. We did. They're all on board. Do we have enough fuel? That's the next question. Now we need fuel. Alright, well we'll cancel this. What happens when you cancel on the fly? Go into my flight. I don't want to put too much fuel in it because I need enough fuel to... I don't want too much fuel in it because I want to be able to carry a pretty heavy load. That should work. Too much extra fuel there. Yep, that'll work. Alright, hopefully I run out of fuel. Let's go. Gonna hit that launch pad. Another excellent landing. So we're here first on the airborne horse channel. Takeoff followed by an immediate landing. Well, downtown San Diego, as represented very well by True Earth, Southern California by ORBX. Make our left turn out of here and we're off. Get some speed up. Off to Palm Springs we go. We'll check the weather on the way. GA style. Alright, autopilot time. Down select, nav indicated. Set that up at 250. Off you go. Right, should work. Now we can go observe the beautiful scenery. Bit hazy here by the looks of this. Obviously I'm flying in real weather but not in real time. It's actually night time over there at the moment. Fairly sure. Fairly sure it's usually night time. Every time I want to play the game it's night time in America. Blue light off. So let's have a look at the weather in Palm Springs. See what we are dealing with. Clear skies, wind from the north and 34 degrees. It doesn't get any better than that. We can set up our arrival straight away. Just fly the RNAV to make life easier. RNAV is not in here. I swear there was a RNAV approaching here, but apparently not. Must be TRM that's got one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, that approach there. That's alright, we can do Palm Springs VOR Bravo with LNAV for TRM. We'll just go straight in, we're not going to do the thermal hold, we'll just go straight into it because it's clear skies and we're just using it for tracking. Don't need to do that really, do we? Oh yeah, we will, because I don't have to dive down for mulch. That'll give us time to get stabilised. Right on. Turn on the fan, sync the heading bug. Make sure we got enough thrust out of the old girl. How's the range circle looking? Not great, we'll get there. Alright, so the next job we're doing is... Pardon me a second. Pardon my absence, just a phone call from the workplace. We're back. Right, I've got my little dog here that wants to say hello. Say hello to Franklin, co-pilot puppy. You sit on my lap and help me fly to Palm Springs, Franklin. What a good dog. How are we looking outside? Quite nice out there. So while I was away or not talking, I went through the 10,000 feet, turned off the lane lights. Get through 18,000 feet soon too, and we'll turn off the... I'll turn the QNH back to 2992. What are you doing, Franklin? What's life been happening for you? He's a happy dog. Just sits in my lap. Plays flight sim with me. Don't you, buddy? Don't ya? Yeah, you do. You're a good dog. Right on, right on, right on. So let's check the fuel plan. Current fuel in Palm Springs, 123 gallons. That's plenty for FsEconomy standards. 194 miles range, and that's how many minutes? 30 minutes just. Yeah, that'll do for FSE. Watch the world go by. Alright, so let's go research where the next airport is. Oh, I've got some air freight on too, going to Red Bluff. That's probably not going to fit. So 048, that sounds like it's in Oregon. Oh, it's in California. Little River, California. Let's see if that's in Sky Vector. 048, it is not. What about 048? It is not. Very good. Alright, this might be a helicopter landing. Let's see if 048 is in here. Nope. 048. Nope. Alright, we are on our own for this one. 048, Little River. Oh, it's out on the coast, that's kind of cool. Oh, KLLR, there you go. Thanks for putting that in there, mate. Little River. What do you got for me? You want me some runways? Oh, you got none, have approach. Perfect. Alright, so that's where we're going next. Put that in the old flight plan. Set after KLL or go have a look at that on the map. Good news for that is we fly past heaps of airports to get there that'll have fuel, because we're not going to have enough fuel to get there in one go, I dare say. North of San Francisco as well. Alright. Still test out the limit of NorCal ORBX. Here's 18,000 feet. We'll wind this down to 2992. How many miles we got left on this leg? 60 miles. Just check my handy dandy chart here. KLLR is clear skies, 10 miles viz, 3001, nothing. Cool. No issues going up there later. And bring up the chart for Palm Springs, which you can't see because the stream doesn't let me show it, but that doesn't matter. Let's have a look. Approach VOR Bravo. So thermal no lower than 4,000 feet. The elevation here is 477. So we can be 5,500 at thermal, I reckon. What's it got me for at the moment? Above 4. Alright. Bring the thrust back a little bit while we level out here. Not great views today, but a bit hazy. Fantastic looking scenery though. Absolutely wonderful. So twice times 20 is 40 miles is going to be my top of descent. It's past 40 miles, so we've got tons of time. In 10 miles time, which puts us about there. And the MSA over around there is going to be 12,100, so we'll set that to start with. And that's based around the thermal VOR as well, so that's handy. Looking at the chart, the highest peaks around here are going to be around 8,000 feet. It is a bit hazy, so we're going to sort of rely on that a tiny bit. I don't know why my transponder code's been defaulting to that one lately. Alright, so let's hit 12.1, we're going there next. I'll reprogram thermal to be at 5,500 and see how the profile goes there, because that's the one I just calculated in my head there. Pop that in there, and we want to be at... Let's go at or above ever so slightly. See how that changes my profile, 2,800 feet a minute. We've got air freight going to Santa Barbara, we got regional cargo going to Ontario next, so we've got options out of Little River as well, which is handy. Eagle's Nest as well, let's take on those ones. Sounds like a good place to go. 12 passengers going to San Francisco, but I don't think we can handle that. Alright, 40 miles. It says we want 3,700 feet a minute. We'll give it 4,000 and see where we end up. Down we go, and we need a QH for Palm Springs, which is going to be 2987. Bug our landing speed, around about 100 knots. Landing in Palm Springs, just going to stop on the runway, set the park brake, keep the passengers off, get the new ones on, and away we go again. Alright, so thermal VOR, we are 16 miles, so we're inside the MSA for that one. We can send down 12,100 feet. 1620 is that one's tuned up there, and we should be able to put the bearing pointers on that. There we go. And we'll get Palm Springs on the secondary. Past it, there's no previous, there we go, which is 1550. Yeah, both of them are up. Oh, and we're going too fast. Story of my life. Oh, and we can see where we're going to, so I'm happy to send down now to 4,000 feet to be at thermal. In the desert now. Amazing how quickly the terrain changes between coastal California and desert California. Could probably even turn the corner early here. How far out are we? Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, let's turn the corner early. Let's go direct to the next waypoint. Let's go to mulch. Now, 2,500 feet a minute required now. Through 10,000 feet, 10 landing lights on. And you want to be at 3,000 feet of mulch. Back the road to descend out of it, keep the speed up. Keep that heading bug turning around as well. So excuse me, reaching across myself to the Logitech 3D joystick. I have to reach across the keyboard to get to the thrust. Right hand just jumps off the mouse and gets straight there, which is easy. So to give you an idea, with 8 passengers on board, the spare space on this jet currently is 1296, 1500 remains, and I need to put on 2700. So 8 times 77 plus 1524 is 2140 spare. Still 600 kilos short, and I've got a bloody 278 of air freight on board. Try to add to that. So yeah, 2418 with 200 gallons of fuel on board. So we're going to minus that from 2777. 359 divided by 2.7. 132 gallons too heavy, so I've really got to take off with 68 gallons. It's not going to get me far. But we'll try. That's what FsEconomy is about. This will be an adventure. I'm about to be kicking some fuel off here at this rate. That's how much we land with. Rightio, way too low here. Oh, not way too low, but we're going to use this level segment here to slow down. 3 miles will bleed some speed here. We're going to turn left towards the runway. So we can actually go visual from here.
Autopilot.
Let's take control of our lives. It's cool, you can see the Mr. Pretz track on the HSI map there. We do a big sort of circuit back around to keep us out of the hills. And we'll give it some flippy flap. A few bumps off these hills here. Also the change in pitch with the flap coming out. Everything else, skills go down. Still a bit high, but we'll fix that. No need to stress with this aeroplane. It's got drag for days. Still got thrust on too. We can dive, we can dive. Now looking at this, which one of those do you think is the runway? Give you a hint. 2 of them are the runway. One of them is a taxiway. Split the difference and go the middle. Pretty sure the middle one's a runway. Landing flap. Oh, that pitch change again. A lot of thrust on to land this aeroplane. This big hill right in front of us. Beautiful. There you go. Middle one's the runway. And there's one on the right as well, which is a cute little runway.
1,000.
Righto. Let's go with stable, Mr. Pretz altitude set, if you're into that kind of thing.
400. 300.
Love a good displace threshold.
200.
'Pardon my text messages.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, I forget how hard I flare this thing. There we go. Give it some reverse. And some brake. Bring it to a stop here. Set the old parky brake. Bring all the flaps up, end the flight. Observe our money entering the bank accounts. Now what have we got on board that's not supposed to be here? Got a couple of jobs that don't belong. Have to hold them. Have to come back to Palm Springs for these ones, I think. Hold those. So what's left? Looks like we have enough fuel. 149 kilos spare. So divide that by 2.7 gives me 55 gallons. I can add to 132, which means I can leave here at 187 gallons of fuel. To go 431 miles, it's better than nothing. So I'll load that into the airplane. And we are at payload at weight limit for current load. Will I get 478 miles on 200 gallons? See what FsEconomy reckons. 160 gallons an hour, and I'll go 400. Nah, not quite. Close, too close for comfort. I'm going to deploy a departure tactic here. Got a short field flat performance here. We're going to do the reach for the stars departure out of this. Delete this. Activate that. Remove that. Whoops. There we go. Now, give it the beans. And release the brake. It's configured because I didn't quite set the trim properly. So I'm just going to get airborne here, climb for the skies, depart overhead. That way, when I start the flight overhead, I'll be at cruise altitude with a lower fuel burn, and my fuel will go that little bit further. It's looking pretty good, airplane, looking pretty good. Take a screenshot of that. Oops, don't want to get the speed too low. Bring the flap up. Start wrapping it around. Yeah, let's get the radar climb happening. So what we're doing here is just making a right turn, fly a little bit of a downwind, get as much altitude as we can as quickly as possible. We're heading that direction, which is west, so we want evens. So I guess something like 26,000 feet. There we go. Where's downwind there? The thing about the Citation is it's got cute little windows. Sorry, other way around. Massive cute windows. So we can see a lot. The idea here is just to get out of the thick, dense air into the light, thin air. So when I start the flight, I'm burning less fuel. Let's see what's going on in the world here. I can probably get the automation happening at this point. Heading, indicated, out select, autopilot, damper do on. Sort of a terrain escape tactic as well. Always good there every now and then. Some screenshots for later. Whoop, thumbnail. Is that the right one? There's 10,000 feet. We're definitely in the realm of the FSE pilot now. Nick, welcome to the stream, man. Sorry, I've been watching the chat. Yeah, right. Overpriced golf drinks incoming at Palm Springs. Yeah, the old tape gauges. Get these in an old 747, 100 and 200 as well. Those look so weird when we get used to round knobs. Thanks for dropping in and watching that. Sorry it took me a while to notice you. So used to streaming on my own here. So yeah, so I'll get back to this departure where we're going to depart overhead. Getting high enough now that the fuel burns will get under control. So when you click this thing it fucks off. Why does it do that? Anyway. Mouse wheel it is. So once we get back towards the field here to maximise our fuel burn, I'll lower the nose and get the speed happening. There's your golf courses down there, Nick. When we see this thing pivoting, it's going so slow. And then you've got thermal down the road there. And there's a racetrack you can see somewhere off in the distance there too. Anyway, we'll get nav happening. Take me towards Little River, please, aeroplane. This is the other FsEconomy trick, nearest airports when we start the flight. Make sure it's the one you want. Do all that in one go, but we'll get the speed up now. Fly level for a bit, and away we go. So you can see Palm Springs top of my list there. This beautiful hill right in front of us here. Yeah, right, you're flying a Cessna 182, 244 miles, man, that must take a good 2 hours. Holy shit, that's a long way. Oh dear. Greens and fees, those golf courses, eh? I find golf just too expensive and far too frustrating to enjoy properly. Definitely not for me. So now the trick I've got to avoid here is make sure one of these other airports doesn't creep up and become the nearest while I'm pressing the button here. But I'll wait till Palm Springs distance starts increasing. Then I'll commence the flightings. And hopefully my 180 gallons is enough to get me 470 miles. We will find out. Righto, there's station passage over Palm Springs. Hit the button. 187 gallons of fuel. What's the fuel plan reckon? Negative 140 gallons at Little River. Hopefully the altitude helps us. Start climbing, bad girl, start climbing. 250 knots is going to have to do. How far short are we? We're pretty short. We're pretty short. So about there we want to start looking for alternates. K-fat, well that's quite reasonable. Is there fuel in K-fat? So FsEconomy, KFAT. I want to land somewhere with zero fuel that has no zero fuel. No, we got local market fuel there. Perfect. Are there any jobs there for me while I'm looking? 110 passengers going down to Mexico. Don't think I can help you with that one. A320 though, worth a look in. Alta de Nuba, California. God, all these cool names you guys have for cities over there. No, we'll just leave that. Nick, I didn't realize you actually lived in Palm Springs, man. That's pretty cool. Definitely, my wife and I have been watching Grub TV, shit TV, that Selling Sunset, which is based in California of some description. Anyway, we want to move to California now, so net result there, I might be over there shortly, so get ready to welcome me to the clubs. Hope you're allowed guests on those golf course memberships. Man, this... Oh, wrong button. Fucked up press. There we go. This scenery, though, is just unbelievable. I was flying in Australia the other day with Ortho, which I thought used to look pretty epic. Just looks shit compared to this now, even level 17 or whatever I've got installed. It is not this nice. Come on, climb, you bastard. I'm going to have to help you out. More power. Don't cook. Good engines. You've got to get me to Little River. Check the plan. 127. Well, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Have faith. Have faith. Oh, that's right. You're in Oklahoma. Right on. We're fair ways from here. But yes, ORBX definitely did it right. I'm hoping they might do Australia that one day. One day. They've already done it for P3D, I'm pretty sure, so just press the button, change P3 to Xplane. How hard can it be? Just reading more text messages about doom and gloom in the aviation industry as well, by the way. Oh man, Palm Springs, hey, that's where the party's at down here. Oh, what's that down there? Another airport? Nope, something on the highway. Oh, there's transition as well. Come on, fuel burn, back off. Very happy to see we've got a tailwind. Very happy to see. Fresno, Yosemite. That's where I'm looking at diverting to. Let's see what is near Fresno. KFCH, what's that one? Fresno, Chandler downtown. What's that place got? Got fuel. Probably a tiny ass runway. Won't be going there. Won't be going there. Oh, it's not quite ortho. So what? So if it's not ortho, it's just whatever default scenery is supplemented with a picture here and there of some landmarks. Is that sort of how they do it? I have to watch one of your videos of where you were playing around in Washington. Looked pretty good. Problem is, I don't know where anything is in these areas, so I just fly over and go, well, that looks nice. Like, but you guys that know where the shit is go, let's fly here and have a look at that. And I go, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Right, Little River Airport's where we're going. Let's see what the runway's like here. Got a runway for RNAV 29, that'll be fairly straight in for us, coming on the track of 300. I'll chuck that in now, because it's probably going to be a glide approach. Okay. No. That's where Mach. Any, let's go see what Mach looks like. Right down the middle. I think Savjo was the way to go. But I think I need the lower altitudes. Because there's hills there. 5,200, 5,500. I do not need the lower altitudes. this thing can descend quick enough. Savjo, no reversal, thank you very much. Direct to Savjo. How's the fuel look now? Minus 100, we're getting better. It's not great though. It's not great. Yeah, right, so Washington is full, I thought, oh good, but Australia isn't. Poor Australia. So, Nick, how are you guys going over there with the riots we've been seeing on the news? I hope it's all not too bad over there. I know. It's looking pretty nasty on the news. Some very angry people in the world. Is that the ocean over there? Hope so. Yeah, it's just not quite in focus. Another airport down there. Whenever I fly across America, I'm like, a place to put the runways. How many runways can you count in this photo? And it's just desert out that way. Just desert. Well, I hope you're safe, man. Just don't get looted. Don't get attacked. Oh yeah, I forgot to do my little bottom banner down here. Here we go. Text banner. KPSP to KLR. There we go. Banner on. Check the range, check the range. Nearly 80 gallons in the hole. There's a tailwind going 35 knots. It's worthwhile climbing for more. Man, everything's going our way and we still don't have enough fuel. When do we take fate into our own hands? Oh yeah, look at this. Less than 500 pounds a side. It's going to start winching with low fuel soon. Still can't get over how good the scenery looks and how well it performs. Like, we're getting 72 frames a second here. It's just unbelievable. Well, I hope the violence settles down for you soon, mate, so you can get back to safety. Like this on top of coronavirus, it's just a pain in the ass at the moment. Yeah, but this plane is thirsty, but every plane's going to have the problem where you don't put enough fuel in to start with to get where you're going. Ambitious FsEconomy loads, you know the story. Load it up as high as you can and hope for the best, and that's what we're doing. This is a 20 grand job though, so this is definitely worthwhile doing. for 470 miles. Won't take me that long. How's this ground speed going? 356 knot ground speed, getting better. We need to keep climbing. We need to get there a bit quicker too. Try and keep it as close to 250 as possible. But sometimes you just gotta get up to the better fuel burns too. Who's texting me? Just love looking at the windows of this thing, especially when it's so pretty outside. Take me to the window. Someone put a bloody wing in the way. Anyway. There we go, finally 1,000 level off. Minus 60 gallons. Hopefully when we level off and I get some speed back, we might be alright. Extra 30 knots maybe. And with that tailwind. Oh, it's going to be tight. We're going to lose these engines on final. That's what's going to happen. This is going to be tight. Hey Nick, did you give that Xplane 11 Cirrus SR22 that came out yesterday ago? That Hold My Beer Simulations Cirrus SR20. Did you give that one a go? Because I did, and it was quite funny. I pulled the parachute at 160 knots, and the thing just went onto the ground. It's pretty cool though. They hide the key on you. You got to go find the key. Yeah, it's 1.1 gigs. It's good. Don't know if I'll ever fly it. It's got a modified G1000 from default Xplane, which always shits me. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. Yeah, exactly, freeware. It's I shouldn't complain, but it's pretty good though. It's good for that. It's got some cool features like there that you can drink beer while you're flying it. What else can you do? It comes with the tarpaulin over the windows. You got to click around and try and get that off, which is just painful, but you get through it. Alright, we're at 26,000 feet now. Let's see how much speed we recover and what that does to our ground range. Ooh. 42 gallons in the hole. Not good. We won't make that back on descent really. Fuel flow. Luckily we got a tailwind. We're gonna have to land somewhere. Tech stop. That one called Stockton, California. What's Modena? Modesto. Heard of Modesto. Gotta make sure we have enough bloody. Gotta sky vector this. PSP to KLR and K fat. There we go. Make sure I'm not 237, 242. Right, so KFAT's exactly pretty much in the middle of where we want to be here. Thinking about Fresno. Thinking about Fresno. I'm just going to turn a light on here so you can see me a bit better. Just a bit better. It's just getting a bit dark in the winter's afternoon here. This is Franklin, by the way. He's a co-pilot puppy. You didn't see him earlier. I think that's where we're going. I kind of want to push on. I reckon we can make this 35 in the hole. 380 miles to go range. 80 miles short on range. Exactly 1 hour to go. What's our fuel flow? 170 gallons an hour. We have 134 on board. We really don't have enough. It's close. I very much want to do it. I reckon I can do this. Ah, man. That's a nice big runway down there. Yep, what's that? L00, Rosamond, California. Some off to the left here, apparently somewhere too. KMHV. What's that one called? Oh, Harvey Air and Space Center. Yeah. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, there he is down there. I wonder if Chuck Jaeger lives down there. Alright, we'll get over the hills and we'll divert to Fresno, I dare say. That's what they're doing in Fresno. Fresno, no wind, 29 degrees. QNH 2995. Runway for us then. We've got procedures here. 29 left and a 29 right. What do you got for me? 29 right RNAV. 29 left RNAV. ILS 29 right. RNAV 29 right. Alpha. Where's left on? Seeing go. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going that one. There's frame. No, I'm not doing that one. We'll put last one in there. I can't, it's not a destination. I can't do that. I have to commit to it if I want to go there. I'm not sure if I want to commit to it yet. I think I'm going to have to. We'll insert it into the flight plan anyway. What do we got? Minus 34, yeah, it's not going any better. Insert after Fresno, load procedure. I have 29 right by Alpha. It's going to have to do. 73 gallons when we get there. I feel defeated. Feel defeated. But it's a good job. And the ground speed's great too, 385 knots. We're so close to making that. Actually, what is our landing fuel? See, we're still under fixed reserves, 30 minutes there, so it's still technically illegal going this far. Alright, we had fun. We had fun. Yeah, it's going to be Oh yeah, Buffalo's there. That's too close. I have to dive onto that one. I've got to make sure it's close enough to my destination too, because KFAT's a little bit closer towards Little River. If I land here, I'll probably have the same problem again. I want to get as close to the destination as I can with this tank of fuel. But god damn. God damn it. Just think of the money. Think of the money. Think of the money. So looking at descent profiles here, so 26 by 2 is about 52. Top descent's going to be 52 miles. Tidy this up. Annoying part is the descent's going to be pretty much idle. So there's going to be no fuel burn on descent. Yeah, you're right, no, the V cache, Nick, it is important, but it is interesting though. It does influence how I fly. I was very much considering flying too far on this tank of fuel. So it's, it does add that element back into the game, which is good. Whereas I'm just flying because of it, I just top the tanks back up and keep going, wouldn't I? But this means... just makes me think a little bit, which is nice. Let's get some nav aids tuned up for this airport here. So get the charts out for Fresno, Yosemite. AVOR around here somewhere. 1290 is the frequency. I don't have all day, so I'm just going to speed this up now that we've made our decision.
Vertical track.
And not yet. For a 3-degree slope. There we are, 52 miles, the top of descent has arrived. Set an altitude that I know is safe around here. We'll go for 18,000 to start with, get the thing moving, then I'll work out the lowest safe. So you want your ground speed plus a 0, so at least 4,000 feet a minute's going to be required here. And that's supported by what the GTN 750 is saying. Idle it out. Now check the charts. It's my lowest safe altitude here on the chart. 6.5, fantastic. All the way down. Sorry you can't see my charts. Fucking thing doesn't let me share it. Alright, bug out landing speed now that I'm not using that. Check QNH for arrival, 2995. I'm not sure where the line between ORBX Southern California and Northern California is, but wherever we are now, still ORBX and still epic. How much fuel we're going to buy? 187 gallons again we'll buy on the ground in Fresno. Let's check on the log for my last flight. So we made 5 grand V cash. for San Diego to Palm Springs. Speed just creeping up. Yeah, nice. That would be why they got damn good ortho pictures. All of it. Florida's good. Over here is good. It's just spectacular. Makes me grateful for the guys like Murphy in the world that go around taking photos for me like this. Start backing out of the rate of descent. Oh yeah, we've got to set our QNH down to 9.5, and while we're here put our landing lights on. Should go through 10,000 feet, see what time should be on. It is, we never really bother turning it off. What's our fuel on board now? 90 gallons. With our current fuel flow. That is enough. Still not at idle either, that's how much drag this airplane has. Turning the corner there at Alta. Only 1,000 feet high and a 3-degree profile at the moment, provided this is a sea level airport, which I didn't even check. Oh, no, right. Yeah, pretty much sea level, 300 feet. Alright, so inside Alta we can go to 2,600 feet. So as we catch the 3-degree profile, we'll use that to slow us down. Hopefully by then it's time to couple it up and the LNAV path and the VNAV path will take us all the way down. Alright, we are now capturing up to our slope, back off the rate of descent to 2,000. And we'll let it slow down. Actually, there's no real need to do that. Should be able to hold 250 to 10 miles. Actually below slope here now. There we go, vertical path indicators there. May as well just click out hold for now. And let ourselves capture that. Here it is. 10 miles, idle. Speed's under control. Set our altitude back to 24,000 feet for the run across to Little River after this one. It's captured, first stage of flap out for some drag. And you see the runways in front of us there.
$2,500.
$2,000 feet, drop the wheels. Second lot of flippy flaps. Alrighty, landing flap selected. Thrust up for the drag. Check that everything looks good outside. And we are good. I think I played Truck Simulator once and drove a truck to Fresno from somewhere. I think that's where I know this place from. Of course it's going to look nothing alike. Get up on the fuel page here in FsEconomy so we can just dump, refuel and go. Alright, lazy mode off.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
It's a beautiful long runway. Hopefully it's flat, unlike San Diego.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Let's do stall warning there. Alright, that'll do. Let's use brakes here, stop this thing. Alrighty. No muck around here, it's time to get the show on the road. FsEconomy style, park brake on. I hate that. End flight. Over to the website. Refresh. Refuel. 187 gallons of fuel. Cool. Overhead departure again, or we'll just go? I think we'll just go. And we're off. Tech stop complete. Gee, it's not leaping into the air with the payload on, I tell you. Yep, she's not interested in flying. Oh, there's a stall warning again, look at that. 110 knots. Unlucky. Hopefully raising the flaps doesn't kill me here. Alrighty. Let's creep our way into the air. Son of a bitch. Alright, we want you to go there. You can go on, you can go on, and you can go on, and you can go on. Let's see where we end up here. Flip your flaps are up. I should recycle that if I can turn that off. Not that it does anything that I know of. Alright, Nick, good to see you, man. I'll catch you next time, mate. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your flights as well, man. Thanks for dropping by. Why are you descending? Gear is up, the flaps are up. Climb. Have the same problem again, enough fuel to get to the... If I have to stop for fuel again, I'm not going to be very impressed. Because we didn't do my strategic departure this time either. Come on, there it is. Slowly crawling our way to altitude. This time I'll have my fuel again because I spent too much time in the lower levels with the payload on. What's that down there? Racetrack of some description. That's pretty cool. Close enough, 10,000 feet, do all that. How's the weather holding up in Killer? Update to the weather at Little River. Clear sky, still 20 degrees Celsius. Wind slightly from the north at 6 knots. It's fine by me for a straight in arrival. Load that procedure again. So there's minus 73 gallons at Little River. We're worse off than if we just kept going. Come on, tailwind. Come on, fuel flow, come to me. Nope, just flew through a cloud. Visibility has returned. No, dog's found his toy. Expect to hear squeaking for the next 15 minutes. We got to beat minus 35. That's all we got to beat with. The stop was worthwhile. Well, it wasn't because we lost time. But if we use time acceleration, we made time. So, however you want to play that one. Fuel we got on board. No, 35 gallons at Little River now. It's getting better. It's got to have been worthwhile. It's just got to. We're doing a little bit less on the speed as well, so trading that for altitude right now. It's just creeping its way into the air, this poor thing. do you think, dog? You come back up here? Say hello again. The co-pilot puppy dog. There you go. What do you think? Your life's okay? Yeah, your life's good. You got nothing to complain about, mister. As soon as we get to cruise altitude, we'll check the fuel over destination, then we'll speed this thing up and get the job done. Alright, minus 18 at Little River. Stop was worthwhile, but we're not there yet. I don't want to stop again. Definitely don't want to stop again. Trying to work up my next FsEconomy move here. It's not particularly obvious. I will take those. From near Little River, here we go. Let's see what's going on. 6 people going 746 miles. No, we're not doing that. It's corporate hire. Someone's going a long way. 3,000 mile flight on FsEconomy? I don't think so. IO2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, fuel, let's check in on you. Yes, we're nearly 0 over Little River. Alright, looks like we're going to make it. Sweet victory there. Cool looking town with an airport down there. What's that one? Yeah, that's what I was looking at diverting to. Atwater Castle. Airport behind there as well. What's that one called? Nurse Regional McCready. Looking good, ORBX, looking good. Mighty fine. Oh, 80,000 feet at the QH. Alrighty. The tailwind picked in yet? Yep, 3 knot ground speed. Fuel. 10 knots at Little River. It's gonna be sick of me talking about fuel by the end of the stream, I'm sure, if you end up rewatching it. But it's all we got to think about right now, not much else going on out there. It's beautiful weather, it's beautiful scenery. The job we got is how we're going to make it, and we've had to make one stop already. What does that switch do? Mic headset, mic oxygen mask. Well, that should definitely be on the headset. I don't know why that defaults to that position. Oops. Drive you nuts. That's what you do on a long flight if your FO is looking a bit daisy, you just sort of knock this one down. Or that'll make them shit themselves. Right. Come on. It's the world's longest takeoff to climb ever. Fuck, this thing must be heavy. It's probably have a weight note out too, hence the assault warning is going off at 110 knots. With barely any stick input. But the good news is it looks like we're going to make Little River. Which hopefully is going to be quite pretty. We're going to fly past San Francisco on the left soon. We're going to fly over some hills. We're going to land on the coast. Like it's ORBX. Like this is, it's all coming up pretty nice. Another cool looking airport down there. Let's find out where that one is. That one maybe? Nope. Unidentified airport? GTN doesn't know what that airport is. What a mystery. Off the left wing. Knows about that one. That's this Charlie November 99, but doesn't know this one. How peculiar. So, Xplane obviously knows what it is. Oh, finally. Mystery error. I'll have to go visit that. That one. There it is. NASA Crow's Landing, NRC. Details. Yeah, it's not in there. Let's see if we can insert it. NRC. Nope. According to GTN, it does not exist. There you go, good find, good find. Alright, finally getting a level of 24,000 feet here. Now we're going for fuel. 24 gallons on the deck at Little River, which, now would be a great time to check. Does Little River actually have fuel? 48, yes it does, oh thank God. That would have been a disaster. get scenic coming up on San Francisco shortly. Not that it hasn't been scenic already flying up the coast. It's actually spectacular. Alright, we're level now. This is looking good. Alright. Now as the speed increases, so should the range. So fuel flow is not changing. 202 miles, we got 150 miles to go. Wonderful news. So the speed stabilise a bit and then we'll speed up the sim rate, otherwise it sort of traps us at the speed for some reason. Hey Frankie. Ground speed 327. Alright, let's boot it, Bill. Don't really want to muck around too much. Let's watch the world go by and hyperspeed. Whatever they call it, that's the bay with San Francisco. Oakland's over here somewhere. San Francisco Airport's over here somewhere, and the Golgo Bridge should be crossing that landmass there. Maybe. Can't see it, but that's okay. We'll forgive it. Pretty cool though. Very pretty area. And we've reached the limit of RAM loading. So 48 miles is the top of descent. Twice our altitude. Comes the pretty coastline. There it is. So I'll do the same old thing, set 18,000 feet again. Set our vertical speed, our altitude, and we'll go straight to 3,400. This will help us too because I'll use less thrust. So the fuel overhead destination should increase. Fuel on board 54 gallons, we're up to about 40 gallons. Now check my highest terrain. Over here is 9,200 by the looks of that. Yeah, 9,200. Oh, lights come on. What's that one about? Fuel level low, left and right. There we go. Start taking life seriously, it says. What have you done with yourself? So we got 9,200 when we're inside 25 miles. We can go down to 5,500, and that should get us nicely onto the approach after Savjo, where we go down to whatever altitude the chart says, which would be cool. But yeah, getting over these hills here. Okay, our landing speed. Make sure the seatbelt sign's on. Got to be quicker than 110 knots because for some reason it's a bit slow for the weight. I don't have access to performance manual in this plane, so we're sort of just guessing. But we do know that that's too fast, so we'll pull that back a bit. Alright. Yeah, no, Franklin's unhappy about that too. Somebody must be home, the dog's barking, but yeah, it's 5 o'clock local here, so it's about time to start seeing people. The world's toughest dog is about to start barking. Just gonna go investigate. Righto, we're back. It's welcoming some family members home. So this one's 4,400 feet a minute. I disagree. I think we're low. 3,300 feet a minute will do me. Alright. We're inside 25 miles, I think we are, yes. We can set ourselves 5,500. We're visual anyway, but we'll just fly the procedure. Yep, so keep on diving down. 3,200 feet a minute should be enough. Is that a runway right in front of us? Oh my god, we can see the airport already. There it is. Excuse my barking dog. 8x3 is 24 and 8x2 is 16, so we're between the 2 and the 3 degree slope at the moment. Seven 3 is 21, 7 2 is 14, still in between. Down to 5,200 here. After Savio we can go down to 3,100. Still above the 3 degree slope. We're catching it. Probably engage approach mode at this point, let it capture it, and we'll slow down on slope. There we go, she captured it. We are good. Missed approach altitude for the procedure here is 6,000 feet. So we'll set that. That's all she wrote. It's going to be a whole lot of barks as everyone gets home for the day.
Come and be a dog.
My dog's being very nasty to everybody. Telling them all off for getting home. Alright, 10 miles, we've got the throttle. Let the speed reduce. And how much fuel we got on board exactly? Currently 46 gallons. Stop was worthwhile. It's quite nice out here. Green, clear, plenty of hills. We've got speed brakes through to side town, but we're not worried yet.
25.
Still at 8 miles.
2,500. 2,500.
Hills are setting off the radar altimeter.
$2,500. 2,500.
Thank you, Hills. Never checked how long this runway is, but let's just hope there's enough for him. We'll worry about taking off more than anything. Very pretty area. Look at that thrust goes back up.
1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000.
A bit of thrust required here to hold speed. That's all right. Disconnecting the autopilot.
Autopilot.
1,000.
Autopilot.
And in we go.
$1,000. 1,000.
Oh, shush, radar altimeter. You only get one of those.
1,000.
One.
500. 400. 300. 300. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There we are, that'll do. Take the first exit. Find ourselves a lovely hangar to park at. And we'll shut up shop. How much fuel do we have now? 38 gallons. Just enough. Well, not really. Where are we going to park? Just here, I reckon. Park the brake. Avionics off, generators off. And this annoying procedure to shut the engines down. There we are, got them. Balance off and beacon and the battery. Open the door. End the flight. Observe the aeroplane and the beautiful area. And you know what? It's time to bid you all adieu. Thank you very much for watching the stream with us today. It's been a pleasure having with the Airborne Horse. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, ask me questions, tell me whatever you want, and if you have any requested videos, whatever you want to see. But otherwise, it's been a pleasure having you on board with us today. Thank you for watching the Airborne Horse. And take care.